How to test a blower motor when HVAC furnace displays a "blower cannot run" code. HVAC gas furnace stops blowing air and displays error code 61. What does it mean? According to the error code description on the furnace label, there is something wrong with the blower motor and it cannot run. Description of the error code on the furnace label displayed by the furnace. The causes of furnace motor blower failure may be bad motor, wiring or mechanical. Motor ECM, electronic control module, failure. PFC, power factor choke, is faulty. Furnace data is faulty or corrupted. Wiring is loose or damaged. To quickly check the blower motor and eliminate some causes of error, no special tester is needed. How to test the motor without a special tool will be shown in this video. To make a simple test circuit, you will only need 2 pieces of 12-gauge solid copper wire. This could be from 12 to nm cable. Before testing the motor itself, test the furnace in either cooling or heating mode, or both, to see if the problem still occurs. Testing in cooling mode. Set the temperature on the thermostat below room temperature until the thermostat calls for cooling. Reset the code by turning off the furnace disconnect. After a few seconds, restore power to the furnace. The furnace display shows that the thermostat is requesting cooling. The AC compressor starts and the furnace should start up. If the furnace does not start or starts and runs for a short time and then stops, error code 61 will be displayed. Testing in heating mode. Set the temperature on the thermostat above room temperature until the thermostat calls for heating. Reset the code by turning off the furnace disconnect. After a few seconds, restore power to the furnace. The furnace display shows that the thermostat is requesting heating. The furnace-induced draft motor (IDM) starts. The heater flame begins to heat up and after a short time the blower should start. If the furnace does not start, or if it starts and runs for a short time and then stops, error code 61 will display and the furnace will stop heating and turn off. In the furnace problem described above, it will most likely be a faulty blower motor. To be sure it is the blower motor, you will need to check the motor. Turn off the furnace. Open the blower compartment. Check the wiring for loose connections or damage. Blower motor, IBM, indoor blower motor. Blower door switch. Power factor choke, PFC. Control transformer, CT 24 volts. Motor control wiring receptacle, P5. Motor control wiring plug. Motor power wiring, 120 volts. Memory card, inserted. Make sure that power, 120 volts, is present at the motor plug when the furnace is turned on. To test the blower motor, disconnect the motor control wiring plug from the receptacle on the furnace control board, P5. P5 plug low voltage connector wires. Orange and brown wires, 3 and 4, 24 volts to motor ECM. Red and yellow wires, 1 and 2, motor ECM communication wires. 2 pieces of 12-gauge solid copper wires, stripped on both ends about 1/2 inch. Insert the 2 pieces of prepared wires into pins 3 and 4 of the plug with the orange and brown wires. "24 volts wires from a 24 volts transformer connected to the furnace control board pins. Disconnect the 24 volts transformer wires from the control board and insert them onto the other ends of the prepared wire pieces. Turn on the disconnect and press the door switch or close the blower compartment door. The blower motor, if operational, starts and runs in full mode. When the motor is bad, it will not start at all, or it will start and then stop after a few seconds. If it does not run at full speed, the motor ECM is probably defective and the motor and ECM should be replaced. And motor ECM failure most often causes the blower motor to fail. After the test, turn off the disconnect, reconnect the transformer wires and the motor control cable plug to the furnace control board, and replace the motor if it is faulty. If this video is helpful, please subscribe. Comments are welcome.